am a great magician. Your clothes are red!
Wow! Please, do it again!
Wakey, wakey. Hey, it's Deluxeicoff. We are here in my kitchen for a change. Why? Because I have two teenagers that are sleeping like crazy. I've got a great new gig that I kind of need to maybe be available for today only. So I'm doing an early show. Maybe I'll catch some new viewers out there. Maybe I'll catch you all sleeping and I'll just be talking to a wall. But what we're going to be doing today is playing Mathonical's kind of Hexproof. What do I mean by kind of? The main deck's the same. I changed the sideboard just a bit. He had a journey in place of the Oblivion Ring. I just liked it. If it's a one of, I kind of want it to be a catch-all, like maybe Pestilence or something. I upped my Dispel count by 1, and I added a Flaring Pain. There's just so much Tron out there, and I just want more of a chance to beat it. This was in place of one relic, if I believe correctly. So anyway, we'll go over the list here. We've got 18 snow-covered lands. 16 of them are forests of this really cool art by Titus Luther, I think it's Lunter. Yeah, and then two plains. You never want to argue math with Mathonical. The guy's a math genius, so you just kind of roll with it. Rolos in the house. All right, thank you for letting me know I'm not alone, my friend. We've got 4 armors, 4 gross, 4 Gladecover Scout, 4 Rancors, 4 Utopia Sprawls, and Slippery Bogle. We've got Kor Skyfisher, 2 gods, 4 cloaks, 4 masks, and then the most hated card in Pauper, or loved, depending on where you stand, Arcum's Astrolabe. This thing is just everywhere. It's actually making me not like to play Pauper all that much. It's not the card itself, it's just the cadence of the game. It's just like every single turn somebody drops it, and then they're bouncing it, and then they're playing it, and it's just, I don't know. Hopefully I'll get over it soon. Just a lot of new stuff going on in life. Oh, big shout out to Pauperpedia on Facebook if you guys want to follow something that is kind of a catch-all. They're really good over there at just grabbing all the info of Pauper, and I've been leaning on them for that main purpose for a while now. So they gave us a nice shout out this morning. We'll do the same. In our sideboard, we got 2 Lifelinks, 2 Crimson Acolytes, 2 Standard Bearers, 1 Ring, 3 Dispels, 2 Flings for the Tron surprise, 1 Flaring Pain, and 2 Electrickeries. So for like, you might notice, no gut shots, no cartouches to be able to deal with Standard Bearers. I bring in Electrickery and Fling in those cases. A little extreme, but just kind of trying to serve a lot of masters here. So anyway, as we go on with the league, we might run into some real life background noise. Like I said, I'm broadcasting from my kitchen today. Took a little rigging. The sun's going to be coming up behind me very soon, so it might get a little weird. Might even be able to see through my backdrop here. And we might get some interesting life noises, like kitchen dishes and microwaves starting and stuff. So I don't know. I just wanted to see what an early morning option felt like, and hopefully it equates to wins and no bouncy screens. Let's see how it goes. All right. And Shiraz, sorry for not getting back to you, buddy. Like I said, my keyboard camera presets are all set, and I just can't. Oh, we got a bouncy. I can't chat after a certain time, so apologies for that. Let me get this all correct. All right, yeah, we want to play first. For sure. Got a good hand. We got 2 creatures, 2 lands, 3 draw spells. Yeah, we'll keep this. Not much in the way of bulk, but we'll see what goes on. Been having a lot of fun with this. I think Mathonical got 4th with it in last week's challenge. Just really liked it. Very elegant, consistent design. No big surprise. He's a top brewer, so kind of a easy one to go through here. Like I said, I only changed the sideboard a little bit. Even got his blessing on some of the changes with the what did I just say? First turn in every game of Pauper, it seems like. Craziness. Alrighty. Well, let's just show Rosamond's in the house. I'm gonna lean on enchantments a little bit more, just in the off chance that we draw into a Ethereal Armor or such. But for right now, we'll just drop some our Astrolabes of our own, and looks like we'll be all right next turn, unless, well, let's see, what could they have? Not quite sure. Bit late was in the bath. Oh, yeah. Yeah, all these new start times. Hopefully I'm not being too quiet. I'm trying to keep my voice down a little bit. I mean, the whole house is sleeping. My goal here was to play a pretty quick deck and be done by about 10 a.m. my time, which is about average. Give about a little over. Oh, boy. Is this white Tron? I was just going to say the one thing, and I think I said it at the top, one thing I cannot stand to play anymore is Tron. And that's why I changed the sideboard up a little bit, just to have a wee bit better chance at beating it. But it sits now. I'm going to get in with extreme damage while I can. Not that this is extreme, but it'll just keep building. We'll probably pop Commune next and go run for it before fogs and such show up. So Astrolabe, get in. Yes, it sure is. Look, there's only 4 out on the board. I mean, who says that's overplayed, right? Wink, wink. Good grief. At least the art's good. The quote's cool. You know, not much to ask for. I wonder if this is some... Watch, this is going to be some rebel engine, and he's actually going to be able to get our hexproof guys. That would be fitting. Funny that our very first match is the one deck I did not want to face, Tron. Hey, this is looking up. All right, so we're just going to go in for the all-in plan here and just hope we can end this real quick. Hopefully they have a land or a hand full of direct removal. We'll see. We might be able to tie this up or win this. What am I saying? Tie up. This next turn. We'll see. I'm sure we're going to be met with a moment's peace here. So much so, I've lost so much to Tron that often thought, you know, maybe should almost go the full mile and pull a, what am I trying to say here? You know, like Flaring Pain Main or something like that. It just gets crazy. All right. Well, we've got pretty much everything we need here. I guess we're going to go for the draw here. Kind of a lackluster beginning here. I'm going to put this on here in case I draw something. We'll get that count up to 9 and see if he's got any answers. No there. All right. Well, show me a fog. What do we got here? Curfew Main. What's going to happen? Oh, there it is. All right. Well, prismatic. Not the end of the world. Be so cool if there was a artifact, whatchamacallit, hexproof dude. That'd be pretty sweet. And we'll draw a card. I'll probably play Skyfisher for some defense there. And hopefully, like I said, we'll catch a few new early bird viewers, whatever you want to call them. Littlefight's going to be out of commission for quite a while. He's got a new job, and it conflicts with just about every normal time, unless we did something on the weekends, which I might move to. Remember, about 2 months now, we've been kind of saying there's going to be a lot of little surprise shows and this, that, and the others. So that's kind of what we're rolling for here. All right, well, let's get our birdie online here. Get our own white creature. Bounce an Astrolabe. Play an Astrolabe. Come on, come on. What do we got here? At least they don't have Tron yet. Seems every time I'm up against Tron, it's like third turn, just boom, perfecto. They've got it. And I modified the Mold Drifter origin story and uploaded that yesterday. And then last night was the premiere Pauper League. I was going to stream last night, and I didn't want to conflict with that, so I ended up catching it. Not all of it. It was super, super long, but very informative, very cool little format. A lot of little hiccups tech-wise, but that's to be expected, especially with something of that nature and trying to make that many people talk to each other over that vast of a distance. Pretty crazy. Let's just hope that we draw into a... nope. All right. Oh. Maybe I'll use up the whatchamacallit here, the prismatic. I'll get key block. Who knows? And he's going to trip the strands. Okay. That's cool. That's going to get super big next turn. I don't think that's going to buy us much of anything. Let's draw another card. Bring out our Astrolabe. Oh, I hear you, Shiraz. I don't know. I was teasing Alex Ullman in the chat because he had to, it's 3 hours ahead. I was already sleepy, and he probably had another 6 hours to go. Going to be a long day for him at work, or a snoozy one. Not quite sure what that job entails, but so yeah, we got the kitchen show. I've got an amazing capital all caps job opportunity. Not opportunity. I've been doing it for about 2 weeks now, and one of the reasons my vacation was really cool. Came back a little bit early because I just got an incredible job offer working from home, and yeah, just over the moon about that. It's been really amazing. All right, well, they're tapped out unless they can discard here. We're set. So yeah, about the only way this job could be better is if I had really good benefits with it, but they're paying me so much it doesn't even really matter. So I'm very happy camper. All right, let's go like this and try to shut the door here. Yeah, I think that'll do it, right? Yeah, let's click nice and slow. Okay. So we start off with a nice W against Tron. Probably one of the best feelings in the world when you're going up against Tron. So we're going to bring in Flings and Flaring Pains and maybe 2 Dispels. I'm going to lose the Commune on advice from Mathonical, mainly because you don't want to bury your key cards. It does synergize a little bit with Flaring Pain, but not so much. I'm going to lose 2 Skyfishers here. Maybe a Rancor. It's not going to be much blocking going on with all these cards here. Sometimes I lose 1 Astrolabe. That might be the better call here. I'm aggro. If the draw shows up, that's cool. So we're not stretching that far for mana costs. And I think we'll just leave it like that and hope for the best. Let's go. Oh my gosh, starts at 2 or 3 a.m. Jeez, Shiraz. Yeah, so it's just going to be Shiraz and me for the foreseeable future unless something changes. This is really... Oh, man, I hate these screens. Come on, stay with me here, baby. There we go. All right, perfect mana. Things are looking good. We'll keep this. I was talking about Lush Growth. Now, I'm not recommending it, but if you can maybe bring it up, Shiraz. Kenwaku in the house. Yeah, Lush Growth. A long time ago, I used to play Hexproof. This is a frustrating one. And I played it over Utopia Sprawl for these kind of matchups game 1 because, yeah, you could play it. Sorry, I'm on a wooden chair for once, so you're going to hear some cracking. It's a noisy show. But it's an interesting option. If you, like, let's say you got a local metagame store and every single person is going to be playing Tron. You want to play Hexproof. Lush Growth is a pretty good call in that case because you can actually enchant their lands. Scenarios like this, if there's 2 islands across from you and you've got 5 or 6 mana, it's mid-game, you enchant their one of 2 untapped islands, and they have a decision to make. They counter the silly spell, and if they don't, then they can't have a hard cast counter for your next big boom spell. So it's interesting. Like I said, I wouldn't go throwing it in the deck right away, but it's pretty cool. It's kind of a clunky open here, and we're going to throw this out while we can. Now I'm just going to do this. We'll call, actually, geez, this is frustrating. Do we call red or do we call blue? For right now, we have more red sources coming up. I'm going to call red. Make them do a little head scratch. Shouldn't be that big of a mystery. Souls, fire, tech, stuff like that. Yeah, so we got the wooden creek in. The sun's going to be coming up behind me. It's going to be an interesting show. I might hate it. Who knows? Up bright and early, getting the day started. So yeah, today, see, the thing was, I've got a big network executive that might be calling me today. And it's like, well, is it going to happen or not? It's just strange. So, boy, these are clunky draws. We've got an opening. I'm gonna just try to end this real quick. We can always smash in for some more later. Let's hope we just draw a forest next. But anyway, it's kind of this malaise of a day. What I mean by that is there's no hard this is going to happen, or this dude's going to do this, or I just might get a call. There might be tiny little changes to a spot I've been working on, or there might not be. And it's it's just this weird. So I didn't want to, have a silly game show get in the way of things. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. All right, so if we... Tempting. Very tempting. Hold on a minute. Boy, if I had just a... I mean, we put Sprawl on, he has to block. Yeah, we'll have more mana next turn. I could call blue, but I think I'm just going to call green just because we need it so much. I'll call blue. I mean, we could just... Boy, it'd be nice to have a Gitaxian probe anymore, right? We could look and see if it's there, but I'm not going to risk the farm on that. We're at 20 life. I think we'll be all right. We'll say okay here. And attack. What scheduling madness is this? Fun, 18. How am I supposed to watch Pauperganda on a double-decker bus on my way to Britain? I apologize. I keep giving you guys heads up. Like, there's going to be a lot of shows like this where we just kind of do... I try to give you about a 24-hour notice via Facebook. But who knows? I mean, next turn we can float both the Fling and the Dispel mana, and hopefully we can end this. But yeah, he could. I'll have to bring out the... might not even attack next turn. Maybe I'll just drop a creature, Fling with Dispel backup. Who knows? Yeah, these Astrolabe metas. Pretty crazy. Oh, this will be interesting. All right. Well, I think I'm just going to fling this right at his face. Right? Use it. Oh, nope. He's got that. That would be dumb. Okay. Slow down, Mr. Man. Let's drop a Bogle. Boink. And we'll attack. Still got to be wary of strands. Hopefully they premeditate this with a Call the Green. Sure, we'll do this. Maybe this will instigate it. So first strike will happen. Bye-bye Crusher, unless he does this. But we've got kind of double backup answer and Fling and Dispel here. So feeling pretty good. Boy, it'd be nice to 2-0 Tron, wouldn't it? Let's see if it happens. We'll fling this while this is on the stack. We'll say you. We'll say this. We'll say this. All right. Woo! Nice 2-0 to start the day against the thing we hate the most, Tron. At least they didn't have white borders. All right, let's just jump right in here and see what we can see. Like I said, I haven't been playing any tournaments, so one of these days I'll get on this board, maybe with 1 or 2 trophies before September rolls around. The rate I'm playing lately, like I said, there's another thing too where I tend to not be playing as much because I'm on a computer all day editing, and so sometimes, as much as I love Magic, sometimes I will get in that mode where, you know, I was just doing this all day and standing around, and then it's like, okay, time to relax. Do I really want to just go over to this computer and do that? It's like, nah, go outside, throw the frisbee around, that stuff. Hey, Hex and Rouge in the house. Yes, we are very early today for many reasons, but most of which we have a sleeping household. It's about to get busy. Around 10 a.m., everybody's in their beds. My oldest has the day off, so he's sleeping in, and I felt like a jerk, so I'm set up in the kitchen trying to do the tinny audio thing. Hopefully it sounds okay in here. I'm sure you're going to be hearing lots of little meanderings throughout the deluxe household. Let's get rid of the mask. Put this down, and we will go. Come on. Come on. Let's do something. Wonder if Gentil's watching, or if you have an account. One of my camping buddies. Wink, wink. Darn it. Hey, when this happens. Come on. Something. Let's go. I'm just going to hit cancel and we'll start again. It's a little, what would you call it? Superstitious? I've just heard that helps. I don't quite know what's going on there, but so sorry about that. Fun 18. But like I said, been consistent for so long, but every once in a while when we do these different time shows or even a different day, we get quite a few new viewers and just eyeballs on us, and seeing how things settle around. Fridays continue to be busy for me. Maybe I'll somehow move it to the weekends. I'm not sure. kind of try to keep that for family time. So hopefully somebody out there, this is like a really convenient time for them. I know it helps Shiraz a little bit. And, you know, helps me. Sometimes I'm so over-prepared prepping a show and everything that I'll be ready by like 9 or 10 a.m. and I just sit around and watch Netflix or something like that. And I'm just like, man, maybe I should make the show at 10 a.m. or something. So it's kind of the extreme of that. We're going 7 a.m., at least here in the Pacific Northwest, wherever the hell you'd call my location. So I'm going to do this again. Bouncy screams. We do want to play first. We have a creature. We've got draw. We've got goods. We will keep. All right. I'll say this. We're just going to lead off with our critter right away. Nice thing about Astrolabe with the planes, you can start with it and then use the sprawl for its full effect. Okay, now normally this is a very bad matchup for Hexproof in the past, but with the addition of Skyfisher, it's a lot evener. Is that a word? It is now. Let's go. All right, we're gonna drop like this. We'll say white. I really want to go. These are nice. I'm pretty sure I want to go find something for sure, though. I'm going to commune right now and grab Ethereal Armor as our choice, or Abundant Growth. We'll go with the Armor, obviously. About a year, maybe even 2 ago, I had a Hexproof build with Mutagenic Growths. I really missed that card. If Astrolabe gets banned, I might play this as is with that for just scenarios like we just saw. Well, somebody's got a Spell Stutter Sprite or a Ninja. Okay, it's a Sprite. Well, let's draw some cards for free and not walk into that. I'm going to keep my planes back. No need. I'll drop here. Be so cool if we get another Ethereal. Nope. We'll drop here. All right. We'll play here. I like this because now I can attack. Cancel. Yeah, we're not gonna walk right into that. I'll wait till I've got another spell to couple it with. Maybe we'll top deck a mask or something. Not that that's that great right now, but I'll just let them stultify their turn, and hopefully they're sitting on Fae. Sure represented it with the Ash Barons showing up there. Today's start is good because there's a new LGS opening around the corner from me in 2 hours, so I can go see it without having to come. Oh, don't be readjusting your schedule for me, but I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. All right, double mana. Let's go. Let's go. We gotta have our opening quick. All right, let's act a little mana screwed. I'm gonna favor the life gain a little bit more here. We'll drop this here. Okay. Now we get a little bit out of it. I'm just going to keep things simple. Rock like this. Oh, did I pay too much? I did. Early morning blues, I tell you. Who knows? Maybe they got 4 spike. All right, let's rock. Yeah, screw it. They're playing curfew, they win. Liking this clock. Always yield. So the Hexproof matchup, sometimes you can slip under stuff. I mean, if that was double enchanted, it kind of be over. They don't have too many answers. So much so that if Hexproof really gets popular, a lot of times they'll start bringing in things like Aura Flux and stuff. All right, here comes a Ninja. That's cool. I'm too poor to do things, so watching Pauperganda is good. Nice. Yes. Well, I've always lived a pauper lifestyle. Even when I'm really like rolling in dough, I still do that. Let's make this big and bad. I'm going to go all in on this dude. All right. Yeah, let's go. And we gain 10 life. Gonna be decision time here pretty soon. All right, must have another Ninja. It's definitely not a winnable race at this rate. Oh, better write down what I'm playing against. Now, the Ash Baron suggests that this is Delver Red. I'm not quite sure, but that's what I'm going to write down. Double Ninja. Woo! Okay. The mountain shows. The mountain shows. I'm going to attack with both. Maybe I can get that fairy to come out. And if there's a block, I get free stuff. All right. Yep. I'm going to stay back. I just want to walk right into account. If I had two things, I might consider it. But what I was hoping for there was a block with the Fairy Seer. That way Skyfisher could go through unmolested. Probably eat a lightning bolt. We're not too worried about much else here. Scred hits the board. Alrighty, well, more decisions to make. Whoop. Woo. Let's throw this on here and see if we can get through. Okay. Double Fey. Double Fey. Alright. That's what they say. I'll bring this here. Pay this. Skyfisher this. And I'm sure this will not live to the end of my turn. Yeah, I think this makes the most sense. Let's bring this back up. Double Fey across the sky. Says Rolas. Alright. Here we are. Well, let's just sit back, eat a lightning bolt, and hope for more. It's actually very easy to lose from this position. They start, depending on the amount of counter magic they've got, and if we just flood out. In come the Fae. Got to keep enough back to warrant the block here. That's another ninja. Oh my goodness. It's getting a little scary. He can counter every spell in our deck now, or she. Pretty Evolving Wilds. That is gorgeous. Aforementioned flood begins now. Yeah, depending, I might have to just slam in here, depending on what our next few draws are. Always have the option to gain a lot of life. Those ninjas can kind of only attack once with the board state here, and at 33 we've got some time, but they're drawing a lot of quality. Alright. And so I've shut up the windows in the house too to try to keep down on the city noise as the city awakens. There's only so much I can do. I'm only one guy on a mic by anyways, so. Alright. Man, that is a gorgeous Wilds. I think I have one or two of those. I got to get a full set. That is pretty. Alright. Well, we know that there's another sprite in hand, so I've got to kind of wait. There's probably another counterspell in hand by now, too. Just got to play the waiting game. Technically, I mean, this really couldn't have started worse. We did win 2-0 last round, but that was like, what I mean by that is our matchups. I think of all the decks I like, Hexproof isn't that good against traditional Delver. You get that jump start, it's good against anything. I mean, it's like having Tron on turn 3, but we snuck by Tron. And hopefully we don't lose this one with Uber Flood. All right, I think this might buy us a what do you call counterspell? Let's see. All right. Well, we'll just start drawing cards then. Happy that Skyfisher's going to act like a standard bearer here in this matchup. Kind of feign a little weakness on the mana front here if they do. Drawing cards, feeling good. I think we're within 2 cards of a deck that has 3 ninjas out, so it feels pretty good. And I'm sure we're going to eat Lightning Bolt number 2 here, or our Skyfisher is anyway. Yep. There we go. We're getting pecked to death. Anybody ever see that old Cat's Eye movie from Stephen King in the 80s? When I was a kid. I used to love that one. But there's that scene where they're making that guy walk around a skyscraper at night. Some punishment for some form or another. And this pigeon is mad at him because, it's going to get near the nest and it thinks it's going to attack its, babies or eggs or whatever. It starts pecking his foot. It starts, it's irritating at first, then it starts drawing blood, and then it's like causing him like severe pain and might fall off the building. And I I always think of that when I'm getting attacked by these little ting 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 ting. The pigeon fae. That's what I'll start calling them. Look like little pigeons. Maybe she's poking my foot with that staff she's holding or something. That one looks almost too cool to be a 1/1, right? It's pretty awesome artwork there. All right. Well, deck, no more lands, please. That would be very nice. All right. Well, I guess we can play another dude. It's like a game of Mother May I right now. Frustrating thing is here, we're at 25. It's all right. 2 lightning bolts down, so we could assume we're at 19 right now if both of the other ones hit our face. But like I said, wouldn't be out of the question for them to pull out of this, even as lopsided as it felt. Yeah, we know they got a sprite in hand at this stage of the game. We know they've probably even got 2 counter spells now. Instead of chatting, I should have been paying attention. Okay, we can dismiss these. Just make sure that they're not showing a counter spell because I wasn't paying attention. All right. So Skyfisher doing quite a bit of work saving our life total. Thank you, deck. I really appreciate that. It's so nice to have that go through. So I'm going to just start hoarding lands here so that they're under the assumption that we're going to just kind of... That's what I would like to do, is have 4 good quality spells and have a counter battle and ascending popularity for what's going to affect the board state. But at this stage, I think we're going to have to settle with... Probably going to have that Bogle go kill itself via double ninja strike. And hope for the best. All right. Well, this does absolutely nothing. And our opponent, unfortunately, is not counter happy. So let's give him a little scare. We'll say red. Maybe we'll slow their advance a little bit. Yeah, I had a weird feeling. Even I think I forecasted it even when Preordained shows up, if anybody missed that. It's a couple minutes ago. I was like, we could lose this one. Didn't feel like we could, but just stay back on D and keep nixing my Skyfishers out of the sky. That's all she wrote. All right, another Skyfisher. Let's see if this one meets a similar fate. Hey, Liquid Valgo. Hello and good day. Welcome back. Thank you for that, sir. All right. I wonder if we can rock like this, or is this the call? Let's cancel here and see if we can buy a little bit of a bluff here. We'll say blue. They counter this first one. It's going to be kind of funny, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. I mean, we could get through with that'll die anyway. That'll die anyway. I think we're going to put it on this. I'll say here. All right. Hopefully they're not ghosting. Good for them. They got us. Bluff Supreme. I guess you can't call that Supreme. It didn't work. Woo. And just like that, the ninjas hold back on defense, staring down a toxic frog with its tongue out in defiance. Alright. Come on over, pigeons. Damn birds. Alright. Life total's getting to that stage where we're going to have to swing with Bogle no matter what. So we're dead next turn. And it's a land. Let's go like this. I'm sure this will eat something. Hey, we can draw cards. Well, that's a little late to the party, isn't it? I doubt this will work, but we're up against it now. Okay. Yeah, 23 cards left. You think they got the counterspell? I do. Suicide mission. Let's see. Actually, if I attack with everything, 2-4. No. This will buy us another turn or two, but 2 lands in hand. Frustration. Be nice to have mutagenic here too. Man, 10-minute game. This is extreme. Sure. I'll take out 2 ninjas, gain 10 life. Don't think we're winning this one. I'm gonna draw really good. They're probably on at least another counterspell, probably 2. Yeah. And the robot shouting out the knowledge in the chat. Yeah, I have to den my. I used to hate Delver the most for quite a while. I always, it's kind of my default brew setting, right? Got to beat it. This sometimes just beats it, so, but it hasn't been that prevalent. So right now, the thing I'm really hating on is Tron. No amount of Macabre or Relics seem to do anything. If you have them all, and it just, oh boy. All right, folding this one up. First loss of the day. Just the first game, though. Can't waste too much more time. Put a big L there. Very nice comeback from our opponent. All right. 2 Electrickeries. We're going to bring in all our Dispels. Like these. I'm going to get rid of these. There's a Rancor. 2 Astrolabes. So far, so good. Interesting. I mean, it is kind of a hexproof creature, right? And it does cost 2. I think I want to bring in one of those. But for what? I'm actually going to get rid of an Astrolabe here. And we'll go like this. Let's rock. Yeah, with so many 1 threats. That was an interesting little Mother May I sort of matchup there. All right, let's open up the yards here. Got a pretty good hand. We don't have any fixing. This is weird. That Boggles might not even be able to hit him if a spell stutter shows up. I mean, this kind of has everything but color fix. What do you guys say? Card breaker, speaking of. All right, I'll take your advice. We'll say keep. Ugh. That's not my back. That's a wooden chair. I'm not that old. Always making it sound like I'm 60 or something. It's like, I'm still a young man in my 40s. Early 40s, too. All right. Probably got an Electrickery of their own. Dispel plan now. If we can draw them and get our colors right. Probably shouldn't have cut all those Astrolabes, but we'll see what we can do. Alright, well this really worked out nicely. Get him out of harm's way. Turns into like one of the best things you can have with Hexproof. And the angel saying, yes, Cardbreaker, remind me of that when I get flooded next time. It's like, hey, that was a nice top deck, I have to admit. As we stare into the beauty of that evolving wilds, I gotta see who's Sam Burley. What a great artist, man. I mean, if you're the other artist of Evolving Wilds and you see that, you've just gotta like question your career. And they're great too, but it's just like, man, there's, like they say, there's levels to this game, son. All right, we really want like a Utopia Sprawl here. Sometimes the Skyfisher just has fun bouncing the other enchantment. Alrighty. Don't see that would really do much. Let's attack. We'll have our air defense, stop the ninjas, or at least eat a lightning bolt, and go from there. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Sure, let's just return this. Make sure we played them all. Here we go. Oh, you do, Cardbreaker. Interesting. For the pure majesty of the shot. Boy, that's Sam Burley one that's in their graveyard right now. That is pretty hard to beat. Talking like stuff you want to have hanging on your wall. Incredible. Alright, can we just shut the door on this game? I mean, let's do some stuff. See, I want there to be a ninja here. I want him to not block. Make a ninja because it really ties up mana. I'm probably going to eat a bolt. Okay, that's interesting. Mutagenic here? Huh, okay. I'm confused. Oh, I could see that, Cardbreaker. I know exactly what you mean, yeah. Sometimes stuff gets a little too glorified. I get you. There was a, if anybody knows, make sure to mention it in the chat, but there was a woman on Twitch about a year ago, and she had a really nice high-res cam, and she was just modifying like mountains with art. Very relaxing way to spend an evening. I was very into that. All right. Well, let's just, I mean, we've got it kind of either way. I'm just going to try to draw out a counter. I don't know. We'll see. Watch, he's got lightning bolt curfew. Uh-oh. Half of my thing has come true. No. Okay. Whew. That's one of the best times to be wrong. Oh, my heart was like tuk, tuk, tuk. All right, going all in with probably a hardcast ninja if I'm not mistaken. Ow, okay, that sucks. That's right. They've got the goods there. We need to get a color source going. Is he really going to come back from one? That'd be extreme. Another time mutagenic would be nice. Do all that hex math and I think they gotcha. Alright. It's enough mana. Oh boy. We're going to be going all the way back here. What's going on? Is there a ninja? This is going to be pretty amazing if you're our opponent. I think they were like at 4 life last game, came back, but I called that one. This one I thought we were just going to shut the door there, but don't know if I was wanting there or reckless, but gotta go for it. We could put the cloak on the ninja, stops us from getting hurt, but I usually only do that like with maybe a Gurmag Angler or big old Mur Enforcer or something, so. They don't even have the decency to play the new art snow covered. Come on. Yeah, I was just hearing about how Delver definitely is kind of taking a dip in like being out there, and that's not really a surprise. Astrolabe one of the reasons I dislike it is it really punishes monocolored decks, which should be the faster thing out there, but they're not. They're just not. How many times you've seen, you know, just draw card, it's turn 3, maybe you've hit them, they're at 18, your opponent, you're playing like a really focused deck, and between Storm and Marasa and gaining life, and it's just too easy. And I know as game designers and stuff, they're trying to make the game, you know, it's probably great for the bottom line. Everybody can play their spells. But I would just really like to see a block come out that was super focused on mono-colored strategies. Like, remember the card Erosion? Cost 3 blue. And I mean, or the Skull, obviously, Necropotence, I mean, in the rare side. But I mean, even imagine like where every card, like at every level, has like, you know, we're going to lose. I can't believe this. This is ridiculous. I'm going to have to discard next turn. Well, let's throw this on here. But imagine like a Goblin in Pauper common, obviously, costs 3 red. Not 2 in a red. You know, nothing. No play on anything. Just that would be nuts. Don't want that ninja to get too big in case he's got another Swirling Sandstorm, but I would just like to see that. And make them really strong, where it's like, you know what, we're going to reward you for being one color and keeping the Astrolabes in your collection and trying to veer off. Because it's just kind of silly to even brew like that without it. It's got to have a really good reason to not be playing it. And that's why I don't like it. It's just, it dumbs down the thinking pool of deck building, right? You're like, okay, I'm thinking of a deck. Okay, I'm going to put 4 Astrolabes in there. Well, that's done. Now I've got 56 decisions to make instead. So, yeah, we're going to lose. This would be we went from win-win to lose-lose, and both games seemed very winnable. That's good play by our opponent. Don't think punted at all. The timing of things. Catch you live, big fan, but so far just saw your YouTube video. See, and that's why we're doing it. Drizzt89, thank you for chiming in. I know some of our old-time fans are like, hey, what's up with this new time? But it also helps us get in some new blood and lets people kind of, I don't know, been kind of selfish at that same time frame all the time. So as you show up and watch us lose. All right. Well, we're going to call that one, guys. I'm going to go get a refill of my coffee. Hope you do the same. We're 1-1 playing Mathonical's Hexproof with some slight changes, and we'll be back right after this.
The object of this challenge is to get across the obstacle course of challenges without getting dashed to death. Well done, Ken. Thank you. And this is Jack Blackman, who's giving everything he's got for the organ donors. Oh, he stumbles there.
Oh. He's a college dude, right?
Right you are, Ken. In fact, he's an organ exchange student. After a lifetime of chain smoking, he received a fresh set of lungs from a Himalayan Sherpa.
Well, but at the end of the semester, the lungs must be returned, and he's back on the ventilator.
Student loans are serious business, Ken.
Hey, this guy's looking really good.
Indeed, he set an excellent pace. And there he goes, clambering easily through the spongy bricks.
Wow.
You know, their blue color is deceiving, Ken. They're a lot harder than they look. And here he goes, moving nimbly past the nards of doom.
There he is. Look at him. He just roughly handles those balls. He's got the rope in hand, and he's going up! A loser.
Oh, indeed. And speaking of losers, there's Minnie Pfister. She's a compulsive gambler and chip handler from the Chachinga Indian Reservation Casino. And there she goes, and oh my!
Damn, I had 20 bucks on her.
And here's Kip Smith.
What'd he say?
No idea, Ken. Kip's a tongue donor.
Well, how does he lick stamps?
That's what emails for, Ken. Oh, he takes it on the head. Oh, and into the grinder. And here's Johnny Cheadle. He's addicted to fabric softeners.
Let's go, yeah.
And he takes off nicely. Look at him go. Oh, he's down there for a second.
Hey, what's the big thrill with fabric softener?
Well, Ken, not only are his clothes springtime fresh, but his breath is bouncy soft.
Oh.
And there he goes onto the trampoline. Into the sponges.
He's started off with tons of spunk, Vic.
Indeed, wads and wads of determination.
Well, I think he's left most of it on the course.
Indeed, it does appear he is slowing down a bit.
Oh, man, you know.
Still struggling through, though, Ken.
He is. He is determined, but I think he's done. I think he's spent.
Right you are, Ken. Sadly, most addicts rarely have the character or gumption to finish what they start. And there you see, he's completely given up on himself.
You don't think he'll hurt himself, do you, Vic?
Don't be silly, Ken. That would require too much effort.
Donors rule!
Next up for the donors is Dwayne Hasselhoff. And there he goes. Takes a dingo ball to the head and oh!
What did he donate?
Looks like everything now, Ken.
I'm Steve, and I'm going to win this competition for my team.
Well, that's a good attitude.
Not really, Ken. You see, Steve Smiley is hopelessly addicted to optimism.
I am so good at this. Jump down, and I can do it.
Well, looks like his positive attitude's paying off here, Vic.
I don't know, Ken. Self-esteem is one of the most dangerous things taught in our schools today. You know that baseless self-confidence kills more people in America each year than bathtubs?
No, I'm bad. I'm horrible. I'm worthless. Why was I born?
Couldn't agree more.
Wow, Jay.
And schnizzling his fizzle is Lance Bolton. And he's off.
What did you say?
Well, Ken, I was referring to the fact that he's a hip-hop donor.
Huh?
Well, you see, not only did he donate most of his pelvis, but also his ability to jump.
The luxury of Brindleburgers will stay with you for life. Dripping slabs of succulent swine. Never sacrifice a flavor. Wait, what? Get Brindley!
And we're back. Hopefully you guys got refreshed as I did. We're 1-1 playing this hexproof build. Got kind of flooded there, so yeah. Anyway, hopefully you get to enjoy some most extreme elimination challenge. Yeah, so there's a very cool deck too. Where was it? This one, since we're waiting for our opponents to show up. I think it was Entropy, the online player 263. I can't quite remember the numbers. One of their fans brewed something like this, but it had a memory lapse main, and he and I both agreed, not that we talked about it, but came to the same conclusion to nix that for another land to bring it up to 21. But this is a pretty cool build, another Astrolabe build, of course. Aura Flooding, first time for everything, says Cardbreaker. Nice. Bertman, yeah. So it was a real cool deck. It was right when the league started. It was the very first one of 5.0. Just boink, just took it out, and it was like, wow. But it really showcases the power of Ephemerate with Muldrifter and Archaeomancer at a 3 spot. It's a pretty mean build. I just called it USA because I'm from the States and it's red, white, and blue, so what are you going to do? This is kind of my favorite Evolving Arts Wild, since we were talking about that, and I'm just sitting here hemorrhaging on time. I don't know why it's taking so long. Maybe we should cancel and start again. Play league match, all right? As the counterspell's kind of saying the same thing, like, no, it will not be a good day for you. All right, I don't know why I slipped into a French accent there, but yeah, so this is it was really neat seeing him play it. It's just one of those decks that just gets there. It's pretty easy to understand why, right? You're just looking at a bunch of cards and drawing a crap ton of stuff. Ephemerate just keeps coming back, and you can technically lock somebody out with the memory lapse build with a Ephemerate loop, but it's just a really consistent, cool deck. So, Mr. Flaccid Fingers, yeah, what was it? No, Fat Tony gift cards. Yeah, I'm trying to find a lot more of those Adult Swimmy sort of things and modify them to be kind of a magic angle, and then put some music to them, and there we go. So, my goodness, where is our opponents going here? So yeah, last night was the first time I got to see the Pauper Premier League, and I was really, really impressed with it. I mean, there's some haters, saying like, oh, my name's misspelled, or in the wrong spot, or the audio dropped out, and it's like, hats off to you guys, because it's hard enough to do a single shot show and not have any like hiccups happen. And I mean, you're talking like New York to Seattle to somebody who's probably in another country and stuff like that. It's gets pretty crazy, but boy, apologies. This is like 5 minutes of waiting for an opponent. Hey, maybe all I had to do was complain about it. Let's see if the jumpy screen comes back. It does. Speaking of Entropy, here he is. Yeah, baby, let's go. Woo woo. It's tough, but we'll keep this. Boop. It's probably of some Tron build. Things are going right. Maybe we're double streaming, who knows. Alright. Let's see if we can make some sense of this. Just another land, and it's another Tron deck. As I said, all 3 rounds today have been our worst matchup. Yeah, let's drop the lab. I'm gonna roll with Rancor here just because wee bit more damage. Every little bit helps. Oh, he's streaming too. Very nice. Alright. Like I said, risk matchup wise couldn't have started any worse. Let's try to capitalize while we can. Boom. Oh, thank you for that, Liquid Vago. Appreciate it. Means a lot. Come on, no natural Tron. Let's not see a Rhino or what is that, Stonehorn Dignitary. Those guys. Alright, we'll just kind of go in here. Hopefully we can buy some time. Just going to rock in here, and probably should have done that in opposite order in the off chance they've got some weird sort of edict effect, but yeah. My goal with this silly little endeavor of mine is, you know, just picture some dude just chilling out, big screen TV, likes to watch Pauper, and so try to make it more like a TV show. That's why I don't have a lot of the Twitchisms, meaning like subscribers, things like that. I mean, we keep the chat rolling for the community angle and stuff like that. Obviously, it'd be pretty hard to talk to a screen for the whole time, but yeah. What on earth? What treachery is this? Alright. Wouldn't that be funny if we get Tron again? Alright. Flings are coming in. Flaring Pain's coming in. Dispels. I don't even have Graveyard 8. I almost don't believe in it anymore. It just doesn't seem to do much. Lose 2 Skyfishers. Keep 2 in there. I'll lose a 2 Rancors. I go like that. I want to keep my color fixing good. Not after the draw card race here. Yeah. Let's see what we can see. Booyah! If you're just joining us late, I'm broadcasting early for a change. And coming to you live from my kitchen, so it might get a little noisy once the denizens of the deluxe household start arriving. Really nice hand if I had a creature. I've got 2 draw spells, but we've got to pitch this mulligan. It's too much to ask for 2 good hands against a really good player. Yeah, we've got draw. I'm not going to need that pain for a while. I'll keep it. I'll throw this back. Done. Hey, alright, they had a mulligan too. I'll definitely open up the board here. I'd be lying if I knew what's in their deck. Tron decks, there's so many of them. If I was playing solo, I'd probably have a little bit better chance because I would go to the effort of looking up their deck list, cross-referencing things, seeing what I have to look out for, but they're all pretty similar. At least we've got a little bit of a draw engine in Skyfisher. Might actually be forced to kind of go all in with it if we don't draw a hexproof creature. All in favor, say aye in the chat, please. That would be most welcome. Who needs Astrolabe? I've got abundant growth. Woo! Player new to Magic just sees this board state. They're like, huh? I can't make rhyme or reason of this. The Modal Drifter shows up. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll get those Skyfisher out of burn range. Come on. Nope. Alright, well, we can't sit around and wait all day because they are going to assemble Tron. Lickety split. And that makes it even more obvious. Here we go. And attack with our Sarah Angel with a little defensive bonus. Morning, sweetheart. My wife tiptoeing by. Alrighty. How much counter magic they're on here. Oh, that feels kind of good. One more mana. I might have something here. Let's say we go for maximum damage. Since we've got 2 to kill, if he's got a counter spell, it's alright. We'll be able to throw them both together. Alright, cool. Just what we thought. Anybody know the counter count on Entropy's Tron list here? I don't need to see a full deck list. I just want to know like how many prohibits are. I think there's 1 Condescend if my memory serves. Okay. Oh, I see, Shiraz. No, that's fine. Wouldn't want you to either. Gosh, I can use all the help I could get, though. Just kidding. So, uh-oh. I was going to say, looks like we've got this one because of Fling, but that just sets them all back into the category of the living. Good grief. That was brutal. 1, 2, 3. Not enough to really go all out. Let's set this while we can. And just in case, I'm gonna throw our let me throw our Hex dude out just in case they've got access to some sort of edict effect. At this stage, we're gonna have to lose the Bogle. Okay. Mathonical wall showing up. He's grabbing impulse. It's the super digging show. Ooh. Really like that. Now I've got 2 color access points. Let's rock like this. And yeah. Yeah, so we just we'll go for that. There's a 17er. Hopefully this just gets through. Hey, alright. That's really strange. Ever since my changes, I haven't dropped a single game to Tron, and that's no slouch. Maybe we are getting good matchups. So we're 2-1. We've beaten Tron 4-0, and we lost a Delver, which kind of stings. And those games were so we should, you know, I can't say we should be 3-0. Guy played great. I didn't punt. I don't think maybe somebody in YouTube later will be like, oh, actually, but don't do it in hindsight. I mean, the board state right before. It's easy to be a backseat pilot 2 turns later, but we just kind of got a little flooded, and opponent played great. So could be 3-0, but we're not. So, but that's a trip to face off against. And we were just talking about Entropy's fan list, and boom, he shows up. Kismet, whatever you want to call it. Let's call it bouncy screen. Boom, here we go. Okay, it's an honest hand. We got a creature, we got an enchantment, we got some boost. We'll be alright. We'll keep this. Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of cool family stuff this weekend, so I will not be in the challenge, which is no big news. I haven't been in one in quite a while. There's just so much stuff going on, and the oldest going off to college, and vacations, and new job stuff. Yeah. Alright. This looks like a... Hey, at least it's not Tron again. Okay, let's bring out the pain. The only problem, and I was talking to Mathonical about the lack of Ledgewalker. So he was saying, you know, there's just so much flying in the format right now, and it's not that well positioned. I could see, but you know, matchups like Stompy or Elves, it's like, oh gosh, sure would be nice to not have to rely on the Megatron happening, but that's what Skyfisher's for. So it looks like we're up against Stompy. This definitely has a resurgence. Just for the variety of the stream, I hope we don't see, or it's just nice to see Stompy. Ooh, nice fast start. I need to find some life gaining quick. Hey, speak of the devil. All right, well, let's do this to this. I think we're just gonna hold back on defense. Not quite sure how much instant explosiveness any of these decks have. I'm gonna stay back, obviously. Triple check. All right. Yes, Burb is a hell of a player. Well, somebody's got a Vines. I'll let that through. Got this all-in strategy here. Ooh, Mongrel showing up. Well, at least there's no Quarian to feed him a steady supply of lands there. We'll keep our plain tech a secret. Come on in with this and this. Drop this here. A 6/6. We'll go in here. You can do 5. Can't do much else. And we've got the first strike working in our favor. And we go back up to a lot of life. Not a lot. Reasonable amount. Yeah, with Mathonical's build, I was losing a Tron every single time. Nothing, I'm sure he wouldn't, but the way it was configured, I just can't believe in Relic anymore as a... Yeah, turn 1, it's nice, but even then, I mean, I'm sure you all have been there too. You have like insane hate, and they still somehow just wiggle out of it. You saw that one. I mean, like Shiraz said, he even drew poorly and stuff, and it was they're right in it. It ain't ever over, boy. Scary. All right, this guy's definitely holding a Vines of Vastwood. Which would trigger the Nettle if he did it before blocking, and then our dude would be dead. What are my chances versus, you mean if we faced off? I'm not quite sure what you mean there, Liquid Vago. Yeah, this is his main deck. The sideboard I changed just to be more anti-Tron. Well, we did have Fling and Dispel in our hand, Shiraz. So I don't think we were that buggered. Let's go like this. Bring this back up. Well, it is first strike. Yeah. I know he has Vines. Get that Mongrel back. You can even live through the first strike. Discard, whatever it is. I'm going to fast. Try to make him use it on the Skyfisher, maybe. Yeah, I just wrote down like, I don't know, it was like 10 matches of losing to Tron, and I was like, hey, my spidey senses win me the first game, and every time it was some sort of fog dignitary lock effect that just kept coming up. So all right, Standard Bear is going to come in. Skyfishers are not going to be that needed here. I don't like Electrickery against Stompy. Lifelink's pretty good. Dispel, maybe? What do you guys think? Hold on, I got a voicemail. I got to make sure this isn't something pressing. Anybody out there? What do you think? Keep siding as is. I think Lifelink comes in. What is the deal here? Hey. 35 cards, something in deck found. Alright, we got a minute here. Don't think we have to worry about fog effects. Electrickery is a no-no. I'm just considering Dispel or Lifelink. But what would I want to lose? Rancor is going to be MVP in these kind of matchups. We're not leaning on colors all that much. I think I'm going to lose 2 Astrolabes. I'm just gonna rock like this. I'll keep 3 Skyfishers in. I'll cut 1 there, card breaker, but with so much 8 trample spells and such, we might get there. Who knows? Alright, well, we've got the goods. If we just draw 1 more land, this is the kind of hand you almost have to keep. And we will. Most probable thing we're going to draw is a land, and that's all we really need. There we go. Here's this. Stompy's got that cool new card. What is it when you have the exactly 2 power that's able to fight something? I forget what it's called. Oh, hopefully that's only on your end, card breaker. Hopefully nobody else is experiencing any lag. That would suck. Lag sucks in general. Alright. And away we go. The lands have shown up. We will get some serious first strikeage going on here. Sit back. See how aggressive they are here. Another time when I like mutagenic here. It just screws up people's math something fierce. Nest Invader. Alright. Well, the Quarian Ranger's got to have that nice little untap trick, but I think we're going to get there this game. Huh. He's played a land. Groundswell hasn't been seen in a while. Am I being baited into a groundswell here? I can't block here. I'd love to block the Quarian Ranger, but I don't want to. Interesting. Okay. Wow, that standard bear's a wee bit late. Whoo, man, oh man. I can't attack into that. I think I'm going to be stuck just bringing out the standard bearer and forced to block with the Gladecover Scout, just so when in fact I do block with Slippery Bogle, I'm not going to be eating any Quarian tricks, blocks, and stuff like that. So I'll just put out some cannon fodder, since Rancor's not an option now. I could attack here, but I'm not going to. Yes, Card Breaker's got my back today. Thank you. It's early in the morning, and there's only so far coffee will go. So I appreciate you guys holding my strategic hand, if only digitally. Okay. Planes. Come on. Just give me a plane. Oh, there's another one of those. Well, decision time. Yeah, I can get in with the life here. It's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That is a lot. I could drop Skyfisher for more Sacrificial Lamb abilities. Really needed just a plane there. I know there's only 2 in the deck, but options. I mean, we could play Skyfisher, bounce the Abundant, draw a card. I think that's the line. Good luck, Scattershot. You're going to need quite a few of your friends to show up to make that work. Let's rock like this. What are we going to get? Another Bogle. Well, he'll be food anyway. Tense game. 8/8 Nest Invader staring us down. This is rough. Best option might be to start enchanting the Skyfisher, drop the Bogle, and start playing the block party. Not as in the party or the festive activity, but as in a block. Bad joke, sorry. I am a dad. I'm entitled to some dad jokes. All right. So we'll take another quick break after this and then go into the last round. Hopefully 3-1. Always hurts to lose to Delver. It's a great deck. Every deck can lose to it, but I won't lie, it's very nice to have beaten Tron 2-0 today. Maybe I have to reassess. If you hate Tron and you like Hexproof, Mathonical's build's good. But if you really hate Tron and you like Hexproof, you might want to try mine in the leagues. Just slight changes, but it's very biased towards the Tron matchup there. All right, sucker. Let's block here. I gotta go here, right? Yeah, I'll block here. Bye-bye, Skyfisher plan. Remember all those times we were bitching about being flooded? We really need some of those lands to show up now. Perfect would just be in basic plains. So right now we're just forced to keep blocking here, and be nice. Obviously, it's always nice to know what's in your opponent's hand, but it'd be cool if it's just 2 forests, then it'd be an easy standard bearer block. It's like, well, good luck. Got to be careful with Quirion Ranger, though. A standard bearer, those untapped block tricks can really ruin your day quickly. So here's right where I really love Moment's Peace because of a engine like Commune with the Gods. A lot of my past builds had that because of this scenario. For strike damage happen, now you Moment's Peace. We don't have that luxury. Down comes Mongrel. Too many cards. Now if I was him, I would use the Quirion Ranger on my standard bearer to return a forest so that he's got more fuel for the Mongrel. He does it. We're in trouble. I don't know why he played it. Interesting. Well, okay. There is that. Well, first strike damage will happen. Let's rock like this. 6/6 is nothing to sneeze at. This will be the sacrificial lamb for this turn. And we will pass the turn, and hopefully next turn we'll be able to start gaining some life. I've thought about playing that not new, it was newly reprinted, but there's an Aegis card, which is word for shield. Costs 1, and it taps a creature, and it gives your guy vigilance, and I think plus 0/3 or something. There's a lot to be said for vigilant style builds. We live through this turn. I might be able to turn it around. It's quite a patient defensive game on our end here, but opponent's forcing our hand. Nice aggressive play here. Booyah. That's gonna hurt. And we're going to die. That's what this is. Got some vines trick coming through. Let's see. Interesting. Yeah, he probably does have vines. Well, maybe they'll forget the first strike trigger. It's got to be a vines, right? I know I called it the first game, and there it is for the second. Booyah! Oh, we'll gain the life, but our dude's dead. Nice plays. Looks like we're gonna go 1-1. Yeah, now we'll go off to game 2. That's the one savage swipe. I would have really liked to have, enchanted the standard bearer just to get it out of range for those kind of tricks, but as you saw, we're hurting for white. So there's that. It's not like we were leaning on another color either. That was weird. You know what? I want to bring in an Oblivion Ring. Just going to go like that. Lean on the enchantment angle. We've got life. We've got standard bearer. Something gets out of hand. Well, I might be able to make him use the vines defensively there, but we'll see. Might be the one catch-all. That was a Journey to Nowhere in Mathonical's build. Like I said at the top of the show, things like Pestilence and stuff, as a one-of, I just kind of wanted it to be able to target more things. And we usually have plenty of mana in this build, so we beat Tron 2-0, lost to Delver 0-2, beat Tron 2-0, and now we are tied with Stompy 1-1. With one game to go after this. Thank you for joining me as always on our ever-changing schedule here at Pauperganda. We might find a new home on the weekends. We might not. I don't know. Like I said, got executives to deal with today. Lots of editing for big-time shows. Things that end in X. That's all I can say. I think throwing Cloak and going aggro instead of Skyfisher, that one turn might have been better. I don't believe, Cardbreaker, that we had Standard Bearer then. And I think they had plenty of multi-blocks where they could just kill it. It was only like a 3-3 or... I mean, I know it would have been a 6-6, but I'll have to revisit it. You're probably right. Like I said, I've got all these buttons to push, coffee to drink, people to entertain, and a hard strategy game to play too. So, like I said, last night when I was watching that Premier League, I felt for a lot of the people, it was just like, been there. It's all these little hiccups happening and tech issues, and you're trying to play a game, and as I say tech issues, our screen bounces. They had plenty of that happening too, so yeah, I want to play first. Wow, it's a great hand if I had a creature. Okay, well, we'll keep this. What are we throwing back? God, really? An armor? No. I'm going to throw back Skyfisher. Can't say no to armors. They're too good. Well, let's... we're not going to be the aggro. I'm going to start off with this and just try to get our land going right here. Okay, at least we got Chump Block Bogle. A little foolhardy to think that you're going to get in for one against Stompy. I'd rather accelerate the mana and have this happen. All right, I'm going to kind of go all in with the Standard Bearer plan. I just want him to show me that he's got the fight card. If not, I think I'm just going to put Ethereal Armor on that Standard Bearer. Okay, he's got it. All right. More on that later. Okay. Damn. Nice draws. Like, this isn't supposed to happen. What's going on? Pay for this. I can only take a few more hits off that bad boy. Woo. That thing is large. First strike showing up. We're going to lose to Stompy? Talk about some good draws. Savage Swipe. Just no tempo loss. More damage. Get out of the way. Gotta love that card. They should have just called it Stompy Swipe. I mean, that's just... let's not mince any words here. Exactly what it is. More blockers. Okay. And the mongrel. This is looking grim. Do I diversify here? No, I've got to... I've got to have my big blocker here. 7/7, so... And then I've back up here. Because, I mean, I could still have vines, and then it's just... Still gets through. If I get a trample, dude, we'll be all set, but... See how brave they are. Alright. Gonna win by volume here. What's going on? Ouch. Getting destroyed by Stompy. This is usually a pretty favorable matchup, but I'm saying that in the past tense of before Savage Swipe and new meta here. Maybe I found my deck for next week. I'm liking the way this is playing. I've seen it in the challenge a bit and been like, whoa, that's pretty awesome. All right, wasn't this strange? Yeah, I've got to block one of these. I don't want to block both, obviously. I will block the mongrel. Yeah. Block here. You'd have to discard everything that hit for 4. We'll just do it. We'll just play it safe. Yo, Jason Paul, what's up? Good to hear from you. Thank you for chiming in as you see me get trounced. There, just applying the pressure. Often need that one turn to just come up for air. It's like we just keep getting pushed underwater here. 1 mana would be nice. We're not gonna get it. Even a Skyfisher play here. He's got the 6 there. Yeah, this is we're gonna go 2 and 2 and be fighting for a mediocrity. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm doing this. All right, let's just concede here. So we're 2 and 2. We lost to Stompy. No, that was a win-loss. So we won 2 against Stompy. Very nice, Bernand. That was all right. So after the last one, we're just gonna roll right through here. Get my day started bright and early. Thank you for joining me again on this new time. And I guess we could roll to something instead of staring at a boring screen. And I'll be right back as soon as our opponent shows up. So till then, here we go. Hey everybody, deluxeicoff here. Just wanted to give a quick thank you to our donations, as you can see over to the side here. It really helps out. We've got new mics and things always being needed for Pauperganda and keep the content flowing. So if you can, donate. If not, no biggie. But again, thank you very much to the generous support of the people over here, and we'll see you next time.
It were there that I lost me dear Silhana. She walked her last ledge, but folks, me loss is your gain. So it's in her memory Silhana's Window Walkers was created. The finest window scrubbing in all of Ravnica. Cleaning where only flyers dare to soar.
Be reminding them they won't be getting blocked by new high prices with us, John.
Don't be getting blocked by high prices. Silhana's Window Walkers.
Guildpact member since 1906.
Our students have a mental power and toughness that is always changing, endlessly experimenting with the latest and cutting-edge research. Our understanding continually evolves with over 200 arcane laboratories. They are shaped in clinics and grafted in the real world. From careful studies basics to full ISIT certification, we teach it all. Our campus is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ravnica. If you're dedicated to nature and science, Simic University is for you. Simic University, we don't just teach evolution, we evolve.
And we're back. Last round. Boy, that was quite a wait. I didn't mean to roll to that many commercials, but it's better than staring at this screen. And this bald head. Let's do this. All right. We have... I don't know about this. Would you guys keep this? We are a hexproof deck. We're on the draw. We've got 2 draws to come. I think we should keep this. I'll keep. So this is the last round of this early morning kitchen edition of Pauperganda. Uh-oh. Looks like a mirror. Okay. I'm going to lean on enchantments too. Let's see if the air power wins out. Maybe they're on the exact same list. Nope. Interesting. Uh-oh, is this some sort of ramp destruction maybe? I'm not sure. Well, let's rock like this, go like this. Call white. Show them the might of the Skyfisher. Ooh. Snake Man. Okay, definitely not mirror. This is good news, I think. What sort of treachery is this? I'm curious. I'm sure there's a ephemerate in this 75. We shall see. Well, do this here. Come on, land. No? Alright. Well, we'll rock here and just kind of go all aggro. Really hope there's no answers here. Kind of forcing our hand without any little hex dudes. Minus Silhana, we do only have 8 of them, but lots of draw, so usually we can get there. But we're not facing down any removal colors. Watch, here comes a swamp. Chat got real quiet. Guys, make sure you chime in. Let me know I'm not alone. Alright, flaring pain time. Some sort of grindage coming our way. I have a feeling I should try to put it to him now. Yep, last round. We are 2-2. I was complaining about Tron, but it ended up being the only deck that we've beaten. This is when I don't like the snow cost. That's a 9. I guess we'll get out a little dude here. I don't know. I think we should another Skyfisher. Puts him at 8. Yeah, this is frustrating with the snow count here. We can't really go crazy, so it's either Skyfish or Bogle. I'm going to go with Bogle. Don't really know what we're playing against. This feels pretty fragile. A lot of bounce and stuff. This is fine. We'll lead a little tempo. Jason Paul asks, how do I like the Pauper meta right now? I'm disliking just the sheer cadence and visual every single turn of Astrolabes. That's getting a little old, so I've actually haven't been playing all that much. Plus, I have real good news on the job front. Just have an amazing gig from home. Over the moon about it, so I haven't been playing that much. And so when I do have time, I'm on the computer all the time, so a lot of times I won't be playing as much. So I haven't been in this is about it for competitive play. So, but I've looked over the things, and that's where I got this list from Mathonical's there too. But yeah, I'm just a bit tired of Astrolabes, and I haven't even been playing all that much. So I know the professor has some cool link out about some new Reanimator deck with Breath of Life and some of the new white come back from the graveyard cards. I haven't ran into it, so I'm wondering how good it can be. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Well, we've got all kinds of goodies here. I just want to get my guy nice and safe. We're going to go like this. Not quite sure what we're up against here. I'll drop a Snowland just to do it. And this is... Oh, it's not just something good. It's something great. It's, like I said, I used to commute 2 hours. My commute's 20 feet now. So, very cool. Yeah. I really want to hit a land drop. Let's just see what shenanigans are coming our way with this attack, because he's going to have to trip Kami. Okay, is there anything else? There's no sense in going much more all in here. He's drawing cards. Yeah, I always had little freelance stuff here and there, but this one's a kind of permalance. It's funny though, you know, with all the job searches I did and stuff, in word of the wise out there, if you're young, getting into the job market, whatever, make sure you know people, because in the end, all this ZipRecruiter stuff, all they do is, you know, it's AI scanning your resume and you get missed, and you know, it's just a roll of the dice. I feel like you're sending it off to the great shredder in the sky with resumes being sent blindly, but it's always ends up being somebody you know, and that's what it was here. One of my old colleagues knew I was looking, heard about it, boom, a Mesa gig, draw 10. My wife's getting a little crazy with me though, or wants me to not go crazy. She's like, you need to get out of the house though more. Now it's like I'm just working here, and I walk to the gym. It's about a 2-mile walk there and back, and then I do a little cardio there, and I know I was just saying I'm only in my early 40s, but I have this it's the most ridiculous thing ever, a Nintendo Wii injury, believe it or not. Long time ago, early 2000s, I was playing, I think it was Twilight Princess with my boys, and there was this move you had to do with the nunchuck, and every once in a while I'll get this little shoulder thing, and sometimes it gets bad, and I have to actually do a little bit of physical therapy on it, and I thought I was all done because I had a little flare up again, and then we went bowling last night, and bowling, how sad is that? And it woke it up. So, excuse me. Hemp Foo, yes, California. That's very true, Plain Bread. It is all about who you know. So as crazy as the tech industry has gone, and the internet and all these social media sites and stuff, it is still just that old handshake, hey, I know that guy, he's good, hire him sort of mentality. So, boy, Hampoos is really drawing out the dramatic effect here. What's going on over there? Hope he makes it easy for us and just concedes. What are we going to call this? I'll call it Mystery Bant. Or Bant Mystery. That sounds better. For the whole 5 minutes it's going to be here. So yeah, moving forward, just stay tuned to our Facebook channel if you want to try to catch any shows live. We always put them up on YouTube a few hours later. I've been delaying that just so the quality is good from the get-go, because a lot of their video rendering takes like 4 or 6 hours, especially of a file this size. So, all right, the mystery is over. Here comes Skyfisher. I'm just digging for answers, I guess. Sometimes if we do win this first round, I hate sometimes winning fast with Hexproof or Infect, because sometimes you don't know what you're up against. You're like, how do I board? It can cost you a game or 3. Alright, let's play this. I'm going to rock like this with Trample on both, so we've got options. I feel like I want Dispel in this matchup. Brainstorm showed up, but any idea what we're facing off against? I don't know. So we swing for 21. What has he got? Moment's Peace, probably? Oh, alright. Well, that was a whole lot of drama for the same result. I'll write down the W and go to the sideboard. I just want to stare at this graveyard for a minute. Huh. The one time when we might want some graveyard removal. It's not Tron. We got to worry about it. It's the other stuff. I'm going to lose Commune and bring in 2 Dispels. Just for some sort of trickery. Definitely want Flaring Pain. Maybe 1 Fling. I'll lose a Skyfisher. And a Astrolabe. Could argue the Rancor. You know what? I'm going to lose Rancor instead. Just because we're coming in with trifecta colors. I want to be able to hit all those spots. So, yeah. Again, we're kind of going in blind here. I'm going to bring in a standard bearer. There's something about that felt it might be like some sort of freed from the real. So much so I'm going to bring in both of these. It just felt very combo-ish. Any arguments? Anybody think I'm full of crap? I sure do. Let's go. Woo! So yeah, moving forward, we're just going to, like I was saying, I think I interrupted myself, if that's possible. We're going to just have a lot of shows on different days for the same reason. If you just look in the chat, there's a lot of new faces chiming in. So that's kind of the angle. Hard to say no to this. We got 2 draws, a creature, or lands right. We'll keep. We'll find a hexproof critter eventually. Plain Brad speaking the truth. Hemp Food, Jason Paul, Shirazamon, Liquid Vago. Boy, we got all kinds of new faces. All right. If you're new to Hexproof or this kind of a build of it, you should probably really lean on staying away from Astrolabes if you have the option of Abundant Growth. They both draw you cards, but one is a little bit more synergistic than the other. Baram88, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. All right, let's rock like this. Go like this. Yeah. I'll throw it. We'll go like this. Represent some little more aggro here. I have a feeling the only regretful match, it would have been nice to take back the Del. Ooh, a swamp shows up. Interesting. But that Stompy match, I think if I played that 9 more times, I'd win about 6 or 7 of them. No offense to the pilot. They played great. It's just in my experience. But you never know. A lot of new cards in the mix. Probably 8 or 12 on both sides of the board. So, oh, interesting. Thank you for that, Jason Paul. All right. Well, given that, I definitely want to get a creature out because I see a swamp. I don't. Let's drop this. Play a little patty cake with our Abundant Growth and attack for an abundance of damage, hopefully. Here we go. Let's get something real big. Have Dispel back up and Fling like we did in... What game was that? The very first game, I think it was, against Tron. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Okay. I know. Do we make them trip it now? Oh, this is interesting. Let me drop a Astrolabe just to see if anything looks better on the horizon. Well, that looks really good. We'll go like this. Do we do it again? Have you seen the Petals of Insight combo deck? I have not. Cornucopia flavor. Thank you for joining us. I'm debating whether to double Ethereal on the Hex or the Skyfisher. Yeah, I'm just gonna lean aggro here. Let's go. You can keep your little crypt rat. Block. Give me some sort of fog effect. Okay, saves on a damage there. Get that back. Cycles. So Astrolabe or Rancor is the question here. Rancor stops any sort of a Mole Drifter crap. Might shut the door faster and opens up the Fling combo. I think I'm going to lean on that because we don't really lose Rancor if he does have an Edict effect or has found one. I think it's tapped out board. Probably not going to counter an Astrolabe. They might counter a Rancor, especially if Mole Drifter is the play here. Oh yeah, Koski 35. You said it right there. That's it's by far definitely the most impact in ages. When it first came out, I remember I just had the text build of it. It was just, it didn't have any of the artwork. And I remember getting a little flack from some people being like, it's not that great. And I'm like, name a deck that shouldn't play it. It's one of those things. It's, I don't know, it's frustrating. I think we got this one. I want to really overboard here and just draw into maybe a Dispel so I can feel nice, safe, and tucked in at night. If we draw into a Dispel, that'd be pretty much game over. I'll throw this on the plane. Draw some more cards. Boost our Ethereal Armors up. Yeah, we'll do this in case there is some sort of a ability there. So he's going to be able to mop up enough of that. Let's see what happens. I'll attack. Alright, so we go 3-2 with Hexproof. This is a Mathonical's build in the main deck. I've modified the sideboard. I'll go over the list here again so we don't... I did name it after him because, you know, he's a really great innovator. If you guys get a chance, he's definitely one of the top dudes out there. He's constantly in the challenges, which I haven't been able to do lately. I always go back and forth. He's always helped us out in the past with a lot of math and mana ratios and stuff. I'll say this going forward, you know, for damn sure this is the right mana to be running, even though it might look a little flooded at times. The percentages all work out. So I'll go over the deck list here, and then we're going to call it a day, guys. A nice and early one. Hopefully we didn't miss too many people here. But leans on the snow-covered lands. We've got 16 forests and 2 plains. We've got the 4 sprawls, 4 rancors, 4 Gladecover Scout. Sorry about that. 4 abundant growth, the ethereal armor, Skyfisher, 2 by Commune gods, oftentimes losing this just so you don't bury your tech in games 2 and 3 when you sideboard stuff in. It's always nice to have something that you kind of auto out. Not all the time, but we'll see. And if you look at some of my old versions, I lean on this card a lot, using it almost like Ralligond, of Ralligond fame or Boros Bully, where you're turning stuff into your graveyard, but those are actually cards you're getting back. So if you do that, you can use like Moment's Peace, pretty much type flashback here and go from there. Astrolabe with the Skyfisher and with the Abundant Growth is kind of a pseudo draw engine. It's very cool. And yeah, none of these are any new tech from anybody else there. In the sideboard, however, this is where I made a lot of my changes. Mathonical had it was a Journey to Nowhere in place of the Oblivion Ring, and I just like that against just random enchantments, maybe a Pestilence, whatever. Standard bear count, this all the same. I added 1 Dispel. I added a Flaring Pain and an Electrickery. I think he had a Gut Shot and a Relic there. So those are my changes. I just found like that's kind of my takeaway this last week or two is just Relic, Fairy Macabre, even Tormod's Script. They're just not getting there. They're costing you a card. It feels like you're just you're putting a little bit of sand in the gears, but they still power through it. I think a beginning Tron player, probably like me, would falter, and it might mean the difference. But against any of the heavy hitters like Entropy and stuff, who we faced, I think it was, what was that, round 3, it ain't going to do much of anything to you. So, yes, Koski, I love that line of, in fact, there is I think it was, I shouldn't even say the name because I don't want to miss give credit to, but there was, I think it was a Infect Hexproof. No. Use the Pilgrim and did that with Tainted Strike and the Pyresius with the Pilgrim, and it just gave something. Or is it? There's a creature one there. Anyway, guys, this is deluxeicoff signing off. We got a quick little outro here, and we'll see you next week. Stay tuned on Facebook for when we're going live. If you do want to catch us live. Otherwise, we'll see you on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe button, all that. We appreciate it. Any support via Buy Me a Coffee, vastly appreciated. To our friends out there, I always got to want to try to mention you. Got it written down. Fun 18, Fuji, Purple Hods, Nessie 3, The G, Into the River, Stephen Awake, 2 different people, Arc Hammer, Hexen Rouge, MTM Tat, Someone, Nim Chimsky, and most recently, Lovecraft 668. Thank you so much for the support. Love you all. We'll see you next time on Pauperganda.